Hi guys, I'm Maya.
I'm Julia.
With Lineup and welcome back to the last favorites of the year, which is the December favorites. We're gonna have a all-around favorites of 2017 coming up in a few weeks, so watch out for that. In a few days, whatever's on schedule. But we're gonna start with the things that we've been loving throughout December.
So for fashion favorites, I've been loving quite a lot of things, and the first item is actually blazers. Somehow I started using blazers more in December. I don't know if it was more because it was festive, but I got quite a few blazers, and my favorite one has been this plaid. Is it plaid?
It's like, sort of.
Yeah, whatever pattern it is that I can't name, from River Island. And one thing that I've been loving is to use just a black long belt to just cinch in the waist to give it a more, I think a more like streety look to a more classy silhouette. Yeah. My second fashion favorite for this month has been a puffer jacket from Adidas. It's a white one that is like down puffer jacket, and it's so warm. I mean, I wore a mesh top and just the puffer, and I was set, and it was freezing out, and yeah, it's really cute. And my last fashion favorite for this month has been a pair of dungarees. It's the Espirit X opening ceremony. I know that they're a bit on the pricier side, but I feel like sometimes, you're allowed to splurge, and because I feel like these are just like, the material is so nice. The only thing is I wish they were a bit tighter for my waist, because I always have to use a belt, and I'm short, so I have to use heels when I use these dungarees. But I just really love them, and I've been trying to not use them too much this month, but yeah, they're super cute.
So my first fashion favorite for the month of December, actually the pants that I'm wearing right now, and they're a pair of tailored wide leg trousers from H&M Studio. So I think they're more kind of fancier line, and I don't know, the material is so nice. They're thicker, so you can definitely use them during the winter, and it will definitely keep you warm. I just love the silhouette. They're kind of like a bell bottom wide pants because they get a little bit wider in the bottom. I just think that it gives you such a nice tailored and classy look to an outfit. And yeah, I've been just wearing them non-stop this whole December. And the second fashion favorite is actually a knit that I DIY'd. So I found this knit at this...
It was a grab and run event.
It was a grab and run event. So I took it because I'm like, I'm probably gonna cut this later. So I cut it, and it's hella cute. It kind of goes over the shoulder, and I like that it's really it's heavy, so it kind of flows really nicely. And I kind of super glued the edges so it doesn't run up in the wash, but I was in a hurry, so I just kind of super glued it and just put it on, and then went through my day, and I washed it once, and I mean, it's fine. So yeah.
Moving on to beauty favorites, I have two beauty favorites for this month, and the first one is quite obvious. It's the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip. I've been loving it so much. This is not sponsored, nobody paying me to say this. I really, really love this lippy. I haven't used a red lip in about a year because
Julia doesn't wear red lip.
Yeah, I usually go for brown or more nude ones, but lately, since I got the Fenty Beauty lip, I've been almost wearing it every day. I feel like it complements my skin tone very well, and it's supposed to complement all skin tones, which I think is really good. I really love that the consistency is very light, and it's the actual lipstick is quite liquidy, because I don't like when it's patchy and just cakes up, especially if you reapply it. But you actually don't have to reapply it so often because it lasts you all day. So I'm just gonna say Rihanna did well on this one. My second beauty favorite for this month is actually a body cream, or I also really like the shower gel. It's from the Labo, and it's in hinoki. I have no idea what hinoki is, and avocado. The scent is very androgynous, so I mean, I think Paul the other day was like, you smell like a man. But you know what, I don't mind smelling like a man because I love this scent. It's so nice, and I'm kind of surprised that it's very moisturizing for being quite perfumed, because the scent is really strong, but it still moisturizes really well. And I also have the shower gel that's in the same line. So yeah, I really recommend this one.
And for my beauty favorites, I actually have two. And the first one is the NARS stick foundation that I talked about last time, but this time I got a much darker shade to do my contour. So I've been looking for something new to do my contour with, because I've been doing the Hoola bronzer, but I think sometimes it can be kind of like red, has a reddish tone under it. I wanted something a little bit more colder, or at least just try something new basically. So what I did was I got the stick foundation in New Orleans Dark 2. So as you can see, this is very dark, and yeah, I just put it, you know, wherever I want to contour my face, on my cheeks, up here, and then like on my chin area, and then I put the Hoola bronzer on top, and I just really like it a lot. It just gives you a different feel. It's not as warm as the Hoola bronzer as well, so I would definitely try something like that if you're interested in a new contour. And my second beauty favorite is the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, as you guys can see. It's so pretty. I really love the warm tones. I've been using a lot of like the orange and the browns lately, and I'm the kind of person that if I've been using the same palette, which is the Too Faced, the naked one that you guys have seen me use. That's the only palette I own, and that's the only palette I've been using for the last year and a half. You guys gave it to me as a graduation present, and I was really wanting a new one just to kind of switch it up. I know I've been trying to teach myself more about makeup, so I've been watching tutorials and shit. Desi Parkits, I love you! But so, I don't know, I've been really like as you guys can see, I'm going to show you in the close-up, but it has a really nice kind of warm tones to it, and it's a really nice palette.
So my first music favorite for this month is actually a remix of Janet Jackson's Would You Mind. It's the SUA edition. And we used it for our holiday lookbook. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But I really like that song. I mean, Janet Jackson is a classic, so you know. And then another music favorite is, I did not know that this was Bryson Tiller, but it's Talk to Me. He sampled Jodeci's song Come and Talk to Me.
Why you gotta be so fine? Come on over here.
You know, like Bryson Tiller doesn't really like sing, so if this is Bryson Tiller, I guess it is, because it's an old song. I don't know, it was just on SoundCloud. Yeah. Lastly, for my music favorites, I've actually been really into like 90s type of R&B. So I actually made a new playlist on Spotify called like 90s and 00 vibes, which is just like a bunch of like, you know, soulful R&B jams of some of my old favorites. And the first song on that list is Who Can I Run To by Escape. So if you wanna hear some more old vibes and just like, you know, you can go check out that playlist.
For me, I also have a few music favorites, and the first one is by Brent Faiyaz, I think he's called. I don't know how to pronounce it after, but it's called Talk to You. And I'm kind of late with the bandwagon, which you guys know I am. I'm very late. I just hop on that shit way later than everyone else. But I mean, it's nice because I feel like you guys get to forget about the person and just come bring them back into your lives. It's a win-win situation. But Talk to You is a really good song.
Niggas paying top dollar and a holler, talking about that pretty brown.
The next one is by Majid Jordan. As you know, I've been listening to his latest album quite a lot, and this one is called Give Your Love Away. And I like that he has sort of put in a lot of like retro kind of vibes into the album, which is, I really like this kind of vibe, so definitely listen to that.
And I love you, baby.
And the next one is PNB Rock. I mentioned PNB Rock in our last favorites. I think I mentioned, and this one is called Lovin' feat. A Boogie with the Hoodie. Yeah, A Boogie with the Hoodie. People just get really creative with their stage names lately.
And I'ma treat your body right from head to toe.
So for movies or series favorites, I've been starting to watch a lot of series and movies. You know, lately it's been more about, you know, taking it chill, you know, not going out as often and just like enjoying the time alone. No, but seriously, like I just like caught up on a lot of movies and series because I never watched that really. So I think it's, you know, it's good. But I started watching She Gotta Have It, and yeah, I actually really like that one. I haven't seen the movie. I wasn't quite like satisfied by the ending, but you know, it's a really short series on Netflix, so if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. Another movie favorite for this month is called The Impossible. I think it's an old an old movie. It's based on a true story of the tsunami incident that happened in Thailand in 2004, and I just like, I was so like the entire movie I was like I sat there and was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen.
That's like my biggest fear in the whole wide world, is to die during a tsunami, because you know, like, that shit's not far. I mean, obviously we live in Sweden, so that's not gonna happen, but I mean, like, I'm born in the Philippines, that shit can happen. That's a real kind of fear. Like, of all the fears people, you know, don't people like scared of being hit by a car, I am scared of dying in a freaking tsunami. Like, think about all that water just gonna drown, you're just like struggling, there's shit gonna be hitting you. It's I can't even think about that.
But it was a really good movie. I thought they really captured the experience, if you say it like that. Yeah. Okay, so for really random favorites, I gotta share my workout like essential. So when I work out, I always like, I go to the gym, yes, and I dance, but something that I really like use both at home and at the gym is elastic bands. And I feel like elastic bands are really good for if you, not only if you're like a beginner, but like if you're doing more but you want to focus on like technique and just like building your muscles at the same time. I think that's super good for booty exercises. So I always carry around my elastic bands. These are from, I think they're from Adidas, but I got them at any like sports shop, and it's like super good to have like different type of resistance, so you can just like add on when you've like gotten more accustomed to one type of weight, which is really good for just like, you know, leg lifts and, you know, hip thrusts and all those type of booty workouts for the glutes and whatever. So, you know, sharing my workout tips.
So next up is our favorite outfits of the month. Ding 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 ding.
Back it up, put it on me. Grab it up, back it up, put it on.
Thank you guys so much for this year. 2017 has been so eventful and so much has happened. Like, we've done Nike and Cheap Monday, H&M, and just like so much stuff we never thought we'd be able to do, and it's all thanks to you guys. So we really hope that you're gonna stick with us for 2018 and that you still enjoy our content. And if you have anything you would like to see more of us, please let us know down below. Otherwise, we wish you a happy new year, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Adios.
Bye.